Now let's make sure audio's working. Let's make sure audio's working. All right, audio is good, and we're ready to roll for the last time in this video game. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Malin. Welcome back to College Football 25 Texas Tech Dynasty live stream here in the 2032 season, the final part of the season, and my final video for College Football 25. I know that College Football 26 is actually out. I've already seen some of the gameplay from other YouTubers. I'm trying not to look at a lot of it just because I don't want to spoil myself. But before I can move on to the new game, I need to wrap up the old one in style. And we have had a season that I did not think we were going to have. We have gone 12-1 to this point. We finished 8-1 in conference play. We won the Big 12 championship, and we're right now the #1 seed in the college football playoff. And now it's time for us to take care of business. We've got Auburn in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and here is the bracket for the 2032 college football playoff. We've got Oregon taking in the quarterfinals. We've got Oregon taking on East Carolina. We're going to face Auburn. Alabama's going to take on Ohio State, and then Toledo is going to face off against Syracuse. We have to win 3 more games, and I will have led Texas Tech to a national championship. Granted, it took this long, longer than I probably anticipated, but then again, if I had played every game, I might have been able to do that, but I don't want to play every game in this dynasty. I like to simulate if I, at times, but we're not doing that this time. We're going to be playing all of these games. We won the Peach Bowl a few years ago in the college football playoff, but the next round we bowed out. We can match our best season in the history of our program, in the history of the program overall, today with the win. But we can exceed that if we win the following week in the semifinals. And then it's a chance to play for the national championship. This is a roster that is probably the most talented that I put together in the 8 years that I've been doing this dynasty. We have good depth at every position, and now it's all about building a national champion and finally getting Texas Tech to a place that they have never even sniffed before. But it starts with taking on the Auburn Tigers. It's kind of pretty much a home game for them, with us going all the way to Atlanta, Georgia to play this game. We might be the designated home team, but I feel like this is a very pro-Auburn crowd based on location alone. So we got to handle business and advance in the playoff. So here we go.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him
here we go on defense.
The Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF.
You got a quarterback wearing number 0. Did not think I'd see that. Well, I remember Frank Harris at UTSA once. That was
They've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget?
Auburn is a spread no huddle team. I can already tell. So it'll be a challenge
in
here.
2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
And here's the handoff.
Oh man, he got the corner.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Offense right to the line.
2 there to make the stop.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year plays. Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get...
Oh, get the sack. Let's go. Huge play right there. And, of course, it's Whitehead, the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year and guy that's won a couple of national awards, too. 3rd and 12 now.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Defense is coming. And now
get the ball. We couldn't recover it. But still, that was a big sack. And once again, it's Whitehead forcing the big mayhem back there. Great start for the defense. That's just what we need.
This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the return
Fair catch that. All right, that was a pretty short punt, so we got a short field to work with. Bodes well for the offense, though. There we go.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Just carried by Bello, not bad.
But that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Bro, there we go. Good catch by the tight end, Doman. Get a little bit more speed, he might have been able to house that.
The Red Raiders will have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback dropping back.
Bello, come on. That was a bad idea. I kind of set him up to get killed there.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he did get belted pretty hard.
3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Oh, no. Yeah, that wasn't going. They didn't have much of a chance. Well, let's kick it anyway.
It's 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team.
All right, well, we do get on the board first with a field goal, although I don't like playing for field goals, believe me. But we do take the first lead of the game. Probably could have called a better 3rd down play. But better to end up with points than no points. So the defense can get another stop for us. Get another sack on this play. But I guess with a decent pass.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch.
We sniffed that out pretty well, lost a yard.
He's going to lose yardage here. The defense
Good job, defense.
Forces him out of bounds.
He almost slipped out of the grasp there, but we kind of got him chasing out of bounds, so we were able to kind of direct him to go that way, so he didn't pick up the first. Because he had a chance, but we were able to make the play.
And they pick up the first on the ground.
And, of course, they picked up the first.
Stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in.
There we go.
This one
sniffed that one out pretty well.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Good job, Cantwell. Way to lay the wood.
After just a short pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll run it with the draw play.
Why would you run it on 3rd and long? That was a... I'm not going to complain, but that is a dumb idea. Especially against this defense, up the middle with Cantwell and everybody. That was a dumb idea. Not sure what Auburn was thinking on that play.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal.
It's 3 yards on one run.
I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down.
Couldn't get that block. Lost a yard. 3rd and long. Up 3-0 after 1 quarter here in the Peach Bowl. Haven't gotten a lot going, but again, neither side has really gotten anything going. Long way to go.
We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try
deep strike? Got him.
He makes the grab.
There we go, Antonio Lloyd. Been a while since I've called your name, but what a play on the deep pass. What a catch.
Keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The back's got it. Nothing.
Alola makes plays sometimes down the field more often when he has to. I've been noticing that in his game. I feel more confident throwing the deep ball more often than not with him, which is a good sign. So, I got a little bit more confidence in throwing those deep passes. I just got to time it. I got to be more patient, wait for my guys to get open, and eventually somebody's going to find him. Novi is short, but it's inches. So when it's inches, what do? We go for it. You got to get something going here. This is big. It's the playoffs.
Here we go.
Shea.
They'll try to run for it.
First down.
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big
Doman.
Short pass. Tackle
Need to break a tackle.
Nice
Let's go.
pickup on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
He's looking to scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield when it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Rashid.
Catch made on the
Go, Rashid. Nice catch.
But only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Red Raiders move into the red zone. Gives it to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here.
Good job, Bella.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's the
2-minute timeout. Want to finish this drive with 7-6.
Third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring.
It's open, first down.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Red Raiders trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the catch.
McNabb couldn't quite break free on that.
Down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Offense facing second and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground.
They had that line pretty stacked. They were ready for the run. Might not be the best idea. We're going to run it again. Oh.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for
that was wide open rushing, and I'm glad I did run it. It was open. Bello with the touchdown.
That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
We're up by 10. Perfect way to finish the drive. Before the half, too. Not giving Auburn much time to do anything. They may try a couple of deep passes, but not bad for an end of the first half.
From near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and
they're throwing it.
Or play it safe. That's caught. It's Finley.
I mean, I'm not surprised. They have all their timeouts.
They try to get this drive going. Like
why didn't they call a timeout there? I don't know what they're doing. Sometimes, honestly, when I feel like the computer has to do no huddle, it doesnn't realize that you can call timeouts. You know, I don't know what was going on there, but I don't know. But we're going into halftime up 10-0 on Auburn. One more half, and we'll move to the next round.
These playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters.
We get the ball to start the second half. We get any score here, even a field goal, I'd be happy. Probably start putting a stranglehold on this game if we do.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Here we go.
Looks left and
First
finds
down.
his target there. There's the
Decided to change up the play there just because I didn't really like the look.
A new set of downs after that completion.
And they left the guy one-on-one. He was open.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here.
He's got to make better decisions, even if it means running.
After a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
I think they're going to sniff out that run.
Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. I thought I'd try the deep shot just to see what I could do.
They get him down after a short return.
That was a bad idea.
Sets up the offense at the 43. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call.
Good tackle.
The defense smothers him for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down.
That was Cone. Cone and Cantwell have like almost identical numbers, so sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. And they're both defensive tackles, so sometimes it's hard for me to tell which is which. If he caught that, I would have been absolutely insane. I would have gone insane. It was like, really? But then again, the ball physics sometimes in this game, they're a little bit different than Madden. Things can happen. No. Good job, defense. So they don't take advantage of the turnover. We're able to make the stop, force the point. Good job. In the playoffs, you're going to do that. Really? In the playoffs, you're going to decide to do that, Alba?
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
This game sometimes, that better be fixed at College Bowl 26, where that play gets called more often than not. I mean, when do you see a roughing the punter penalty called in any EA Sports football? It's never called in Madden, and it's never been called in a game that I've played until College Bowl 25. It has to do probably with the formation. The hand almost had an interception there. That could have right that whole wrong there, but nope.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Good sack. There you go, Whitehead.
And just like that,
And it forces them backwards, so now they actually have to punt it.
Another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and
all right, good. Alba didn't do it twice.
Enjoying a lead.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that.
Let's execute better on offense. The running game really hasn't been that dominant for us, so see, like, we're not getting good blocking up front. We actually got to go to the air more often.
Much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Antonio.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They call the counter run here. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Of the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming.
Hit the wrong hole. It was open on the left side, but I couldn't get to that. The hole that was open in time to run with the quarterback.
Think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Going way back to guys that Auburn's had like
Novi, come on, break free. There you go. First down.
Tracy Rocker more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great goals.
The Red Raiders are on the move here.
Top receiver can still make those big plays when we need him to.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Red Raiders are in the red zone. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to
Novi. Another big catch for him to keep the drive alive.
Just good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a a third down, you got to throw the football. This is
already the end of the third quarter.
Make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
Not much going on in that quarter other than us throwing an interception and getting a roughing the punter penalty to extend Auburn's drive. But still preserving a shutout, and Auburn still has minus yards rushing, -2 on the day for them. One more quarter to go, and we'll finish this thing off.
Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending, that one falls.
It's okay. It's all right.
Brings up second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion.
First down, let's go, Ezekiel. Rashid.
Short of the end zone, the offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Red Raiders hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal.
Bello with the 2nd touchdown of the day. Let's go.
Red Raiders.
Now we're starting to pull away.
I kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
Can go anywhere.
Brings down the returner. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to float to the right side.
And he caught it. Jeez. Thought I was going to take my chances and play it. So I switched to him, but didn't work.
They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The pocket breaking down.
Almost got sacked.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
No, tip and a pick. Let's go, Averill. Let's go. Perfect. Wow. I got to see that again if they'll give me an instant replay. I got to see that.
They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Averill played it perfectly off the tip drill. Look at this. It was good defense, forced the hit, incompletion, balls in the air, and it's Averill's ball.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. A handoff from the shotgun. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
You don't have to do anything crazy here. If we can just run this football, play keep away, and walk away a winner in this move to the next round.
Overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss.
Yeah, we're going to have to put this thing in the air here.
Obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So
good catch, Delman. I know that was a hard one.
They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Oh, let's punt it.
For a defense to be able to sit back and play zone.
Well, we were still able to take a decent amount of time off the clock on that possession, even though we didn't score anything. But still, left him with 2 minutes, down by 17 points. It's darn near impossible for them to come back.
Suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. 2nd down here. Time for one more 2-minute warning. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's caught.
Damn it, bit on it. But Averill got him by the legs.
After a big gain. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut.
Looks like we won't be getting a shutout today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Oh, maybe we will get the interception. Another one. Who's that? Eric Fernandez with the pick. Let's go.
Trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Second down.
We can definitely just run the ball and get out of here with the win. Talk about a great defensive game. I was not expecting us to shut out Auburn today. But here we are.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation.
Number 1 takes down number 9, and pretty handily. I mean, we really didn't sweat much in this game. It was a slow start, for sure, starting off with only a field goal, but offense really picked it up and got 2 turnovers in the second half. That was big. It really helped us get this win.
That's an important first down on that running play.
We're moving to the semifinals in the college football playoff.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
All right, that is going to do it. So for the second time in the last 4 seasons, we win the Big 12 championship and our first playoff game at the Peach Bowl.
That's exactly what we saw right there.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's
Dante Whitehead, player of the game, 3 sacks. Just a typical performance from him.
The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today.
And there's the trophy to add to the case. The Peach Bowl trophy, but we're hoping to get a bigger one in about 2 weeks. It wasn't a big offensive showing for sure, but the defense really came to play in this one. So we are moving on to the semifinals in the college football playoff. Now we get to see who we play next. Nothing on the recruiting front, but Dante Whitehead, Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week, well-deserved. And he also wins National Defensive Player of the Week. This guy is racking up awards like nobody's business. And our next opponent is Oregon. So it's number 1 versus number 2 in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Winner goes to the college football playoff. National championship. Not going to be easy, but here we go. For this one, let's go with the... Let's see. I don't want to go with that one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Black pants, red jersey, black helmet.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome.
We're down to the Final Four.
The All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course,
taking on the Oregon Ducks. They know about this moment, but we don't.
One last hurdle to clear before
a few years ago, we lost in the semifinals. Today, we're here to win and take it one more step and get to the national championship. Oregon will be tough, but I feel like we're up for the challenge.
Taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game?
We get the ball to start this game.
The kickoff team is out there.
So let's go. Big stage, Sugar Bowl. Texas Tech has never played in the Sugar Bowl.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line.
So we're making history here today.
18, that's good coverage there. So Texas Tech's offense comes on the field first today. Well, the pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history, going all the way back to 1935. They
get sacked on the first play.
Tackled inside the 10.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the
Dolman doesn't get 1 yard on that pass.
Come to the line for third and very long here in the opening drive. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Got him! Oh my goodness, Antonio Lloyd streaking. Touchdown, Antonio Lloyd. Let's go. Big play right off the bat. Yes, sir.
No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all.
What a way to start, especially considering it was 3rd and 18. We're showing Oregon we're here to play. We're trying to get to that national championship game. Finish this dynasty the way that I wanted to when I started it almost 1 year ago from today on this channel. 8 years. Took us 8 years to get to a moment like this. Well, not to get to a moment like this, because we did it a couple of years ago, but I simulated that game. But not today. I'm getting a chance to finish this dynasty the way that I really wanted to with the championship. That's why I'm putting myself in the driver's seat to make sure that we play our best game so we win. Simulation was good with some of the weaker teams we had this year because this team is very talented. But I'm not taking any chances this year. I want that championship. Ooh, what a big hit. Let's go. This defense is playing out of their minds.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble.
They're down, let's go. 4th and 1. And they're not going for it. They're punting. Although you got to watch for the fake in this situation. They could fake it. Let's go ahead and fair catch that. I don't want to risk a big hit.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller. Allow him to be
patient with the route. And Ezekiel Rashid gets free, and he picks up a first. That's what I've also learned. Just being more patient with those crossing routes. Let the guy run, wait for him to get open, then hit him.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled
I think
behind
it's
the
been
line.
almost non-existent during the playoffs so far. And he had 2 rushing touchdowns with Bello in the last game.
You know, I think one of the great things
Nothing's really cooking for us there in that department right now. And that was a tough catch by Rashid, but still, gains 3 yards.
And the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Uche's way to sneak out there for a big play.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Red Raiders come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it.
Dang it. Oh, pick up the ball. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Not only get sacked, we fumbled. So we blew a golden opportunity to take a 2-possession lead early.
Even recognize that they were there, so they were able to knock it loose.
Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run.
Pick! Let's go, Averill! Way to go.
Return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
There's just nowhere to run. I think we have minus yards rushing right now. We're going to finish. I think we're going to finish with minus rushing yards for the quarter. We'll take a look at the stats, but I got a feeling that's what it's going to be. Yes, it is. Minus 15 rushing. Then again, we also got sacked on the first play for a big loss, so that didn't help. But we are up 7-0 going into the second quarter, but we got to pick this up a little bit more here.
Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball.
More time than that, guys.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
On Manovi. Great catch. Let's go. Run! Manovi touchdown. Let's go. 2 touchdown passes in the first half for Ilola. Let's go.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense
we're showing why we're the #1 team in the country.
It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ending off on the draw play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes
4th down.
Losing 3 yards there.
I changed my defense twice there because it looked like they changed the play twice. So I figured, you know what? Better not go all in. But going all in might not have been the worst idea I could have made there if I decided to have everybody go inside. Because they did run it inside. So I would have been there to make the stop. Somebody would have been there. And somebody actually was there, even though I went cover 1.
Possession last time, they punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
That was a bad idea. If I had just throw it away.
Pressure just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here.
And of course.
What a play. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. First down here for this offense.
Can't stop throwing picks sometimes.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Rush center down to the offense after that first down completion. He'll hand it off.
Here we go, Hargraves. Way to make the play.
3 yards there.
This defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. And he'll drop back here on third down.
Way to make the sack, Cone. Let's go.
A A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his
Force the punt.
progressions to find his open receiver.
The turnover doesn't kill us.
He's on his back.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And no chance for a return.
It's only at the 24-yard line, so we got decent field position to start. Not all the way back up.
The 2-minute warning. First down. We're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete.
Dropped.
Good defensive play.
Quite hold out.
Second down. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Thought he had it for a second.
On 2nd and 10. Pass ball.
He didn't hold that one in either.
A lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Running out of time in the pocket.
Run!
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead.
He picked up the first down. Great.
The Red Raiders starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. He's going for
catch that, please. Let's go. Novi.
He's made for a huge pickup. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Stay out of the backfield. Nice catch.
The first down marker. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw.
Chris, that's another positive game for this
offense. Timeout. They're trying to get reset here.
Why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Ilola on the scramble. Let's go.
Texas Tech.
What a play by this quarterback. You're talking about third down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that
21-point lead. We really start. These playoffs so far, we've really made a statement. Both games so far. Notice that so far twice, but that's what it is. My grammar is not the best at times when I'm playing these games. My grammar is. Here we go. Don't have much time left, but I do think they're going to try a few deep shots.
Point toward the second half.
Oh, we could have had another pick.
Brings up 2nd down.
We're starting to panic a little bit, Oregon is. I mean, they're going to have to go to the air a lot. They also get the ball to start the second half, though, so I got to imagine they're going to come out throwing a lot. Can't hold that one in.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Tight end goes in motion. Will hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about this?
I'm not calling timeout.
They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they.
All right, I don't know why they didn't call a timeout to get more of a chance to do something, but all right.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And
Quarterback's playing well today.
College player with that kind of catch radius.
The Red Raiders will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line.
Here we go.
To the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And they get the second half started with the running play. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The Ducks come to the line and run the hurry up.
Probably going to go up tempo here. Try to get themselves back in this game. On 21-0, though, I don't blame them. It's like 4 guys right there. I don't know what that quarterback saw. It was a bad throw, bad read.
You're trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. You get him down to the 40.
This wasn't a big game.
First down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The RPO caught to the right.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job to keep an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Motion now from the tight end. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made.
Well, now they're starting to feel it.
This offense really threatening.
Starting to get a little momentum, starting to get some confidence back.
But on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Looks toward the sideline.
Oh, come on!
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The completion sets up a second down play.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw again.
They found the perfect coverage again to go. Perfect throw to go against that coverage.
And the Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He finds the running back.
Oh man, running back jumped me out of my shoes.
After the completion, the offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
And that is their first touchdown.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, 6-quarter shutout in the college football playoffs is officially over. Rizzo with the touchdown for Oregon, and they've narrowed the gap to 14 with the extra point. Well, eventually they were going to get in the end zone. We just got to maintain that momentum, though. Can't give them too much life. Our defense did get manhandled for the first time all playoffs on that drive, but they needed to make something happen. They did it. We just got to keep momentum going. Unfortunately, our running game hasn't produced much of anything in this game. But then again, that was a positive run. We haven't had that in the last several possessions, so it's good to see that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I thought he still was on his feet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Can he get there on the ground?
Check.
Down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Good blocking. There we go.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
A better block
It's a
than
good,
that
solid
one.
game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball.
Dolman was open too.
And the pass ball is incomplete.
If I had more time, I would have been able to hit him.
Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down.
Here we go with Rashid. Good juke inside, get more yards. Turn it.
Down, but it's a nice game.
There you go, big boy.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a
That idea.
offense to stop.
Oh, it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Quarterback on the move.
Oh, we actually didn't lose a yard on the sack.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up fourth down.
Giving Oregon some life
Bring
here.
their punt team onto the field. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown.
At least we took some time off the clock, so.
Defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. The guys up front line up. It's first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter away from the national championship game.
Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter.
Bring it home. And we only have 32 rushing yards in the game. Then again, they only have 34. Not doing much better than us in that department.
As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to scramble now.
A chance at a sack, we just couldn't get him.
Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down.
Oh, he's short. By 1 yard, yeah. They're going to go for this. Down by 14 points, even though the fourth quarter just started and there's 6 minutes to go. This 4-down territory for him.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
Intercepted on 4th down. Let's go, Hand. What a play. Hand's made a lot of big-time interceptions this season. That was one when we really needed it.
Defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw.
Oh.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air.
Yo, Doman, let's go. Great catch. Way to make a play.
Fast enough to get that first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Red Raiders will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
Had to change the play there. They were stacking the box.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal.
Warner, come on. Got it. Feeder in, touchdown, Rashid. Beautiful.
For this quarterback, with a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming
Now we're up by
together.
3 scores.
Preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of
Points off the turnovers.
routes. Everything right now is clicking
That's
for
what we
this
need.
offense and this quarterback.
That's what the good teams do.
He's going to return it from near the goal line.
Separates the good teams from the great teams who are championship contending
That's
teams.
good coverage there.
That is going to make a difference.
Offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain in that completion. Dutch come to the line in a hurry up.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled.
Good tackle right there, and
first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
I'm playing a little off here. You know, not playing exactly at the sticks, but it's okay if we give up the short stuff that gives them the first, because they still have 3 touchdown deficit in front of them. So we just got to play off a little bit, play deep, don't let up any huge plays, be able to take this game. Good deflection.
Incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. The Ducks looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we can throw the screen on you.
Second down after that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield. And
yeah, finally had a big play on us. 2-minute timeout inside the 10. Well, they're going to keep fighting for it. If they score here, they're definitely going to go with the onside kick.
They're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll look to throw in here on second down.
Oh, man, I thought we had a chance at a pick there, but just got it to the right receiver. Touchdown. And they're not going for 2. They're going to go for the regular field goal. Probably too little too late for the Ducks.
Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
Let's go base inside here. They're definitely going with the onside kick. And we recover it. Perfect. So now we can just run the ball, get to the championship game. So, a few years later, after we're in this exact spot, this time we finish the job, and we're going to the national championship. Texas Tech football is in the national championship. Never thought I'd say that sentence. It's a video game instead.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Nowhere to run.
And they're out of timeouts.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of defense.
You can go ahead and kick the field goal.
But still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game.
And knocks it through.
47 yards away, showing off that deep range. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time.
17-point lead, 16 seconds, headed to the championship.
And they've got the returner corralled. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's the senior.
Ken Whitehead with another sack.
And the Ducks come up to the line in a hurry-up.
And that is it. We're headed to the national championship game. Oh, boy. One more game, and this dynasty will have ended on the right foot.
That these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris.
Into the championship game. We walk away with a Peach Bowl championship trophy and a Sugar Bowl championship trophy. Making history all throughout the season. One more game. One more game. We'll be champs. And Esteban, the 3-star corner from Katy, has committed, so we got some good news on the recruiting front as well. And Cone won Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week and National Defensive Player of the Week. Defense keeps... Oh, and our quarterback won Big 12 Player of the Week. All right. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And we're going to take on Toledo in the national championship? How in the blue hell did Toledo get to the national championship game? I got to look at the playoff bracket, guys, because this... Wait, Toledo beat Ohio State 41-20 in the Rose Bowl game? Oh, my God. Oh. What in the name of Cordero Patterson is that? That was a weird thing to say. Oh, my goodness. So Toledo, okay. Toledo came in as the number 10 seed for the playoffs. They obviously won the MAC championship. Went 15-1. So they only have 1 loss on the season, just like us. But man, they beat Stanford by 8. They beat Syracuse by a field goal. So they have beaten all the higher seeded teams to get to this point, to play us in the national championship. Wow. So it's the number 1 seed versus the number 9 seed for the championship. I don't think this was on anybody's bingo card at all. Well, we didn't come this far just to lose. So here we go. National championship against Toledo. Where's this game even going to be played? Can I see where it's going to be played? Will it tell me the location? National championship. Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to play this at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The same place where we defeated the same place where we started this the playoffs. We're ending it back in Atlanta, Georgia, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Won the Peach Bowl there. Now we're headed back to win that. The College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy. This is what every young kid that grows up and wants to play college football, this is what every kid dreams of. It's what every program dreams of being in this position. And here we are in what's going to be the final year of this dynasty for me in this game. I've lost Super Bowls in recent live streams with some of these rebuilds that I've done in Madden, so I'm low-key nervous. Can't make mistakes. I got to play smart football. I got to make sure our quarterback is seeing the field and he plays a smart game. If there's nothing there, just scramble for it. In the year 2033, we have finally made it to the national championship. This is it. And we get the ball to start the game.
The ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Return begins inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage.
And I love the gold scoreboard there. So here we go. National championship, although against Toledo is not the opponent I was expecting us to play. I for sure thought that we were going to be facing off against Ohio State in this game. For sure. I did not think we would be playing a MAC school. But you play who's in front of you, and you don't complain, you just go out and play. Because, hey, if this Toledo team has gotten to this point, they have to be somewhat pretty good. They have to be pretty good, all right? To do all these upsets in the playoffs, they have to be pretty good.
Are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Great cut there.
Oh, Lenobi putting him on ice skates. The quarterback's got the sweet feet. Let's go.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
You know Mahomes is smiling. He's got to be smiling. I know he's at the game somewhere.
Set up. Here's second down. It's a shotgun run call.
Oh, go, Uche, go. Your final game. Got to go out in style, sir. Where you start getting those paychecks in the pros. Hopefully. I will take a look and see if some of our guys get drafted. I do expect some of them to be taken, but we'll see. I couldn't call a timeout in time to delay a game. That's the first one of those that I've been called on in a while.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab.
Ooh.
They bring him down.
Body slam.
Short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Bello out of the backfield. Angle route, touchdown. Let's go. Heck of a start to the championship.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Toledo Rockets offense gets their first crack now. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackle made.
Got gashed on the first play.
The ball at the 34. The guys up front line up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. Defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Good job, Alba. You actually made a play out there. It's like, I can play better on defense and special teams, coach. Just put me out there. All right, Alba. And we get a sack. Let's go. Another one from home.
The reality with any screen passes, they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up.
Another one. Let's go. Fourth down. Toledo off the field.
The Rockets will send the punt team onto the field.
Nah, it was a bad idea. I should have just fair caught it. This quarter's almost up, and looking good so far.
touchdown try last time they had it.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Throw. Novi. Another first down.
Defense able to bring him down to wrap
there we go.
up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead.
Perfect start to the championship.
Settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The ball is
we go. First down, McNabb.
26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Red Raiders turn out.
He's Donovan McNabb's distant cousin. All right, I made that storyline up, but you know what? How many McNabbs play football? He has to be a part of the McNabb family. He's Donovan's cousin. You know. But you know what? Actually, I hate to change a story in the middle of telling a story. We're so many years into the future. That is Donovan McNabb's son, and he plays for Texas Tech, and so does Antonio Lloyd, and he gets in there for our second touchdown of the day.
This guy can do it all.
Beautiful.
We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this.
We can miss field goals.
He is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone.
Hoping that doesn't bite us.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Samuel gets the tackle, and he has to do some push-ups. Then again, it's like, hey, Samuel, I know how you like to play. You're a middle linebacker and showing off your abs. You're basically like our tame version of Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State. With your jersey all tucked up into your shoulder pads, trying to show off your 6'8" pack. Yeah. You're our version of Thad Castle. But you play better than him. Force another incompletion. It's 4th down. But when you're a part of arguably the best defense in the country, you can afford to put your jersey on. I will allow it.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field.
Another first down, Novi, let's go. Toledo just can't stop us right now. Then again, we kind of stopped ourselves by missing that extra point. So, I blame my thumbs for that.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback.
I think Toledo might have used up all of their good karma in the first few rounds of the playoff because they're not showing any resistance against us so far in this game. We're able to do pretty much whatever we want. Then again, I'm making good decisions with the football when it comes to throwing it so far.
And now they run the draw play.
The running game still can't get off the ground.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run.
So for a field goal.
They make a great play.
As I mentioned during most of the drive, how unstoppable our offense was. But we do get the field goal to make it 16-0. Still up by 3 possessions. We've only given up 1 touchdown in the whole playoffs so far. So See if that continues. I'm sure Toledo's going to throw everything they've got at us at this point. Down by 16 in the national championship.
They're going to run it.
I don't know why they're still running it. I don't know what you're doing, Rockets, but you better think of something else. 2-minute timeout.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
They're going to go up tempo this whole drive.
Line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Finds his target. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end.
Oh, we almost, well,
Incomplete. Looking for a flag.
I thought we had maybe a chance at interception there, but still, Ava was in great position. He does play the ball pretty well when those kind of routes happen, those comebacks. His coverage skills back there are very, very good. Oh, fumble, get it, pick up the ball, let's go, Whitehead. Let's go. Now we actually got a chance to extend our lead. Didn't get enough momentum to try to take that one to the house, but hey, what a play. I really like it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Great move there.
Check backfield. Let's call a timeout.
Does have enough for the 1st down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Red Raiders looking at cash.
Definitely in field goal range, so
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch.
had a chance for points. There we go.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Bowman, 1st and goal set up.
The offense will have 1st and goal now. 1st and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum for the halftime break.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many
Oh.
touchdowns? Their own.
Tried to hit Rashid over the
And when I
middle.
played, I used to have defensive guys come down.
At least
and
that
tell
stopped
me
the
when
clock.
they were on a long drive, how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
2nd down, we're going to throw it.
Dang it. Throw interception on the goal line.
Not much on the return, but the defense
Oh.
will take away. 1st down
Still
play call.
points.
How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start.
Well, we've been successful with the quarterback making mistakes when the rest of the team can still pick it up and make up for errors. So it's been one of the trademarks of the team. This
sets up another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
what the?
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Was he past the line of scrimmage? I guess he wasn't. But that was too close.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air.
Oh man, that's a throwaway there. They're just gonna punt it. They're not going for this. Although I probably would if I was them. Well, then again, they can't stop the clock even if they get a decent pass gain and try to kick a field goal. So I guess it makes sense. They do get the ball to start the 2nd half. So let's just run the ball. Let's get to halftime. We're up 16-0 already. We've already had a good 1st half. We just got to play another half as good as this one, and we'll be champs. All right, halftime.
Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk, fellas.
1 second, guys. Got to pause again. All right. Sorry, I had to go actually kill a bug. There was a cockroach. My apartment does get visitors like that from time to time. Sorry to gross people out, but I had to kill it. It was close to crawling near where my setup is, so I didn't want him to get over. All right, one more half, we'll be champs.
First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Your time to shine, defense. You got us all this way. Now you just got to finish it.
From the shotgun, drops
on the verge. The brain.
Looking right, this one caught. The Rockets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness.
And coming in there with the extra help.
Rockets lining up here on 1st and 10.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Oh, we almost got another pick.
Cut into this lead.
Fernandez was waiting for that one.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw again. And he floats this pass
boy.
Down the right side.
And he caught it. At least he wasn't able to keep his balance, or else he would have housed that for sure.
Finally, this offense is moving. 1st down and 10.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
Catch made by the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. The completion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw.
Hopefully it's a hold.
Finds the tight end.
Please be on them. Please be on them. Looks like it is. Yep. Thank you.
See if the offense can overcome that.
Second and 12.
6th play of the drive coming up. They'll keep it on the ground with the play.
Oh, someone get it, get it! Oh!
He coughs it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover.
I think they got it back.
Taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that.
Oh, their ruling his knee was down.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty.
Oh well.
This drive down multiple scores.
But still, I mean, they recovered it too. So, and we also make the stop on 3rd down, so it doesn't even matter. Force the field goal. Well, there'll be no shutout today if they make this.
Run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They knock through the field goal. Toledo's finally on the board. But we still got a 13-point lead on these guys.
3 points up here for the offense.
Although we're missing 1 point because I missed the extra point after scoring one of the touchdowns.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here.
Hello.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down.
Perfect throw. Go, Lloyd, go.
Delivers over the middle.
Oh, Lloyd. 6. Let's go, Antonio Lloyd.
Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Woo! Coach wants to go for 2. Let's do it.
An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship.
No, that's what it is. Still, huge catch and run by Antonio Lloyd.
Something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
I mean, this just seems like an unfair matchup for the championship. I'm not going to complain about being able to lead this team and winning a championship and being on the precipice of that, but the fact that we got to play a MAC school in the national championship, to me, just feels like this was an underwhelming championship game for us. I mean, I'll take it, but Ohio State would have been tougher. I just know it. And then again, we haven't really been challenged in the other games that we played. Maybe it's just because this team is that good. But at the same time, I mean, playing a MAC school is something I didn't expect to have to do in the championship. I figured we'd be playing at least a Big Ten team. Or an SEC team.
Controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get.
I fully expected somebody like Alabama or Georgia or Florida to be in the championship game, but here we are playing a MAC school. This is big for them, too. I mean, the MAC doesn't get as much love being a Group 5 conference. I say as I throw an interception that gives him some life. And he's in. So we throw a pick 6. Second interception we throw him by a little escape. And it's still a 2-possession game as we get ready to go to the fourth quarter, so not panicking too much, but still, that was a shot of momentum Toledo needed. First touchdown, we've surrendered, and it wasn't even by our defense. Pick 6 thrown by our quarterback, who still makes those interceptions from time to time. Then again, I force him to make them. I'm the one controlling him.
One quarter decide who will win the national championship.
I'll let that go.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back to a pick 6 in the last possession. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that.
One more quarter.
First
down,
down,
be champs.
Throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass caught. Second down now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the Red Raiders moving quickly down the field here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. And he drops back in the gun.
There we go, Lloyd.
Finds his target and
What a good big catch for
He's
Lloyd.
taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Might be over 100 yards receiving. I'm not sure.
First and 10 here. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Open again is Rashid, first down.
Wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on first down.
Way to hold on to it, Lenovi.
Can't get to the end zone.
Forward progress mark, inches short.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm.
And Lenovi gets to the corner. He's in for a rushing touchdown. I think that's going to about seal it. Can't believe I'm about to finally lead Texas Tech to a national championship. It's been 8 years to get to this point. Here we are.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Rockets hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down, we're going to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. He's swarmed by the defense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Just about 2 minutes left. 2 delicious minutes to anticipate a national championship.
It's an out route, the catch made, and they get him down after the completion. So the offense faces third and short from the +26.
Shout out to all of the seniors on this team that got us here. This defense really played well the whole season. They're really one of the biggest reasons we're here. And we're in this moment. So whenever our offense is bogged down, they made the plays this year that kept us in striking distance of every game we were in. And to only lose one of them to an Arizona State team that we beat in the Big 12 title game says a lot that this is a very special team. It's the best in the history of Texas Tech. Any team that finishes the season as a national champion in the history of your program has to be the best. There's no argument there. Now, if you've won multiple national championships, you can debate which one of those national championship teams was the best of the 2 or 3 that you had. But with this one, there is no debate. This is the best Texas Tech team in program history.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long.
And all of the playoff games were really not even close. We barely broke a sweat in these games. We had a tougher time in the regular season Big 12 contest that we had at times. But even some of those games we played, we won by comfortable margins. So we really didn't have to sweat in too many games this season. We knew that when we stepped on the field that we were the better team of most of the teams that we faced. And now Texas Tech is a national champion of 2033 January. 2032 season ends the perfect way. National champions. Put your guns up, Lubbock. I brought a national championship to Texas Tech. That's what I wanted to do when I started up this dynasty at this time last year when College Football 25 was reintroduced. This is what all of us college football fanatics who went to a college, who have a team in this game, live for. To be able to do that. Lead your team to a national championship and turn them into the juggernaut that you feel like they can be. The player of the game, the quarterback, despite the turnovers, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was great throughout the whole playoffs. Iola, I know he didn't win the Heisman. It was that other quarterback from Notre Dame, but you got to give him his props, too. At least give him the Davey O'Brien or Maxwell Award or something like that, because the quarterback needs to get some love for any national championship team. This defense and these running backs, the receivers, this roster was solid from front to back. And now they're national champions. Celebrate the heck out of this one, gentlemen. You deserve it. And we have built Texas Tech into a national champion. The dynasty is complete, and what a way to end it. I will say, for the final season, I did not anticipate going all the way and winning the national championship. I wanted to try to see if I could do it, but the fact that we did it even with the simulation was great. And Cone, once again, got Big 12 Player of the Week honors. And Antonio Lloyd won Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. 3 catches, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. The receivers really stepped it up big in the postseason when we needed them to. That was a big leap of faith to see for them. And he also won National Offensive Player of the Week. But then again, there was only one game, so it had to go to one of the 2 teams who won. And that is it. So let me take a look at the final college football playoff top 25. So we did finish as the number 1 team. Then it was Toledo, Oregon, Alabama, Ohio State, Syracuse, Stanford, Kentucky, Auburn. Any Big 12 teams? Okay, so Arizona State, Kansas State, and that is it. So we only had 3 Big 12 teams that finished this season ranked in the top 25. But still, what a way to end it. Now we're going to put a bow on this dynasty, this live stream, and more importantly, College Football 25. So look, first of all, before we do that, I want to take a look at players leaving, and I want to go full by season recap. So Andreas Alfonso, I'm going to try to persuade, failed, so he is going to go to the NFL. 93 overall right outside linebacker. He deserves it. Let me see if I can convince Han to stay just for the heck of it, and he has decided to stay, so that's great. So let me go position by position and see who is leaving. So McCreary, one of our best offensive linemen, 85 overall center, he is leaving. So is Cribbs. This is probably our best offensive line we've had throughout the whole dynasty. And despite the fact that we're only 85s across the board, overall offense and defense, that's impressive. Uche didn't really have a super impressive season. I thought maybe he would have a chance to go and break the 1,000-yard barrier like Bad News did and Taj Brooks has in the past. But he is going to be graduating. He finishes 86 overall. We are losing our tight end, Eldon Doman. He was a good safety valve guy. Even though he was a rated 78 overall tight end, he still made some big plays. Our quarterback is leaving as well. Fiteli Ilola, he is going to be leaving for graduation as well. Abdul Myers, our right guard, he's leaving as well. And so is our fullback, Nate Rust. And we didn't really use fullbacks in our offense, but still. And we're losing a lot of good players from this defense. Our free safety, Ezekiel Scales, is leaving. So is Hargraves. We're also losing Juan Valles. He didn't really get a whole lot of reps this season, but it was hard for him to find playing time with how great our defensive ends and our defensive tackles were. Eric Fernandez, he made a few interceptions. He made one in the postseason against Oregon, if I recall. He's leaving, and we're also losing, of course, Dante Whitehead, who won multiple awards, and he's projected to go in the second round of the NFL draft. Hopefully that happens. Titus Averill, he is our senior corner who's leaving. He's been pretty consistent all throughout his time here, and he'll be heading. Hopefully he'll get drafted by somebody, but we will see. And Tavita Tawau, our strong safety, who has been pretty consistent, 88 overall as he finishes. He's going to be leaving as well for graduation. So those are our guys leaving. Let's go ahead and advance to next week, and let's see if any of our players get taken in the NFL draft. So let's see what happened with the draft results. So Alfonso got drafted in the first round. Whitehead got taken in the second round. Tua got drafted in the fifth round, and Myers also got drafted in the sixth round. So we sent 4 guys to the NFL this season. Nothing wrong with that. So let me go ahead and take a look and give you guys a look at season by season of how we did since we started this dynasty. We obviously started out this first year of the dynasty in the 2024 season with the default roster with Taj Brooks, Baron Morton, and everybody. That season was a stepping stone. We did finish 8-4. We won a bowl game. We won the Independence Bowl again for the second year in a row. The next season, we did go to the Big 12 championship game, but we lost with a roster that was pretty good. I do know that Micah Hudson was on that team, but I believe he decided to go pro after that season because he got up to like being in the 90s. But we did win the Guaranteed Rate Bowl that season. I remember the team that we beat pretty handily. 2026, we went 6-6 that season, so it was a little bit of a down year. But we went to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The next season, we were a little bit better. We went to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl again, and I think we beat UNLV pretty good that year, if I recall. Next season, a little bit of a down year, but we got a chance to go to the Alamo Bowl. I think we finished in the 3rd spot in the Big 12, so we didn't get a chance to play for the championship. But in 2029, this was our best season up until the final season. 2029, we won the Big 12 title for the first time in not just the dynasty, but in the history of the Texas Tech football program. And we also won the Peach Bowl to give us our first college football playoff win, but we lost the next week in the semifinals. Next year was one of the toughest years that I've had. We had so much inconsistent quarterback play. We played I think 3 different quarterbacks during this season. It was rough, but it was enough to get us to a 6-6 record. It was the year where Bad News, our running back, really had to carry the offense that year, but we did finish 6-6, and we won the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Last year was a weird deal. There were so many good teams in the Big 12 that we couldn't even qualify for a bowl game, finishing 7-5. But unfortunately, we finished 7-5, and we didn't make a bowl game. But this was the year that everything worked out. We checked off all of the boxes. Big 12 champs. Only 1 loss on the season. We had a defensive end with multiple awards. We had a Peach Bowl victory, a Sugar Bowl victory, and finally, a national championship victory. So that is going to do it for the College Football 25 Texas Tech Dynasty. We are the champs, and that is going to do it for College Football 25 for me. Let me just say, EA Sports, on behalf of me and every other college football fan in the world, thank you so much for bringing this game back for us, the fans, the players, the coaches, and everybody. We thank you so much for bringing back a video game that has been missing from all of our gaming lives for us hardcore sports gamers for 10 plus years. Thank you so much for bringing it back. We're so thankful that it's back, and we're also very happy that this is going to continue thanks to the NIL deal. The NIL deal made this happen. You guys all know this watching this video. That's what made this happen. And you're going to get a better genuine reaction from me when I start up College Football 26, EA Sports College Football 26, because when I first started with College Football 25, that's why I got a PlayStation 5. I'm not even kidding. I've told you guys this before on the channel. I got a PS5 because I wanted to be able to play this game. Plus, I knew that eventually Madden was going to go off the old gen. Everybody knows that when next-gen consoles come out, it's only a matter of time before they phase out games from the PlayStation 4. Everybody knows this. Same thing with the Xbox. But everything eventually phased out, and here we are. with the second installment of the EA Sports College Football Series coming out. I'm excited to play College Football 26, and I'm more excited to play with my Red Raiders in the very first year of the Dynasty because let me tell you, in real life, for those of y'all who follow me on Twitter and for those that take a look at any Texas Tech recruiting news, football news, whatever you want to look at, Texas Tech real life in recruiting is absolutely dominating the Big 12 from a recruiting standpoint. And I am very excited for this next football season coming up for Texas Tech in real life, but I'm more excited to play with all of these new recruits that they've landed from the transfer portal in the last year in this game. I am super excited to do it, and I know you guys all are too. So stay tuned, guys, because I will be back next week, probably late on Monday, but it will happen. I will be back with a College Football 26. I'm going to start with a first impressions video before I even start up a Dynasty or Road to Glory. One thing I will say, because I have plans actually next Monday to go visit my parents for just a few hours of the day. College Football 26, for people that did not get it early, drops on Thursday the 10th. I get off work a little bit earlier on that day, so I will be downloading that game, and I will be playing it for the first time and doing a first impressions video. I'm probably just going to play a simple game with Texas Tech against somebody, maybe Texas A&M. I don't know yet, but I'll make that decision when I want to next week. So I know I'm going to be kind of late to the party. I know there's plenty of other YouTubers who are already doing what I'm doing, but in College Football 26, I know everybody started up all their stuff today. There's probably people that have grinded away all day and already have won maybe one or two national championships with their teams. But I'm excited to pick up 26 in the next few days. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you to everybody who has checked out this series. It's been a very long series. I've done countless live streams of this. I've done 8-9 seasons of this Texas Tech Dynasty. It took me 8 seasons to get them to the national championship game and win it. But we finally made it, and we're the champs, and I can't think of a better way to end this dynasty and to end College Football 25 with a video like this. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. New games on the horizon. I don't know if I'm going to really do anything else with Madden 25 because once I get College Football 26, that will probably be able to give me plenty of content to put on this channel until Madden 26 comes out. And, of course, you guys know when Madden 26 comes out, there will be a Cowboy franchise rebuild, some other stuff there. Although I will say, when it comes to the NFL video game rebuild universe, I'm kind of running out of teams, so I don't know who I'm going to rebuild in Madden 26 when I get my hands on that game when it eventually comes out. But we will see. But thank you all for checking out this video and all of the live streams that I've done throughout my entire time of playing College Football 25. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate this game being back. So until College Football 26, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and God bless EA Sports for bringing this video game franchise back in our lives. I'll see you in the next video.